SummerSlam is gonna go down as one of the greatest shows of all time. In general, could be the greatest, show in wrestling of all time. Could arguably, it's one of the greatest. It's top 10. I think arguably it has earned its spot there. How good the show was and how memorable things were on the show. Don't give a shit how Attitude Era fans loved shit. Don't give a shit about how Ruthless Aggression era fans gave a shit. I care about the Renaissance era, and this era has just the best cupcakes that were being served by Hunter. Those cupcakes are so delicious. These are the best vanilla cupcakes. It's an analogy I'm trying to take, but just whatever. So again, this show could be considered bigger than WrestleMania 40. And yeah, you would say, no, how could that be? And there's arguably like, oh, it's not. But people could also argue that it is. It was not night 2 or something. It was all night 1, and you could say it was really damn good. Do you think about it? Like, it was really damn good. There was some stuff on Mania that I did not like. People need to, it might be the greatest WrestleMania of all time for how the numbers it did with the stuff they did. They fucking went out of the park with it. Got The Rock there. You got a tag team main event, a big tag team main event. You got the Bloodline was the next main event. I get what they did, but SummerSlam was perfect, done well. A lot of conclusions to storylines happen at SummerSlam, most of them. And let's just get into it. So the show kicked off with Dominic Mysterio, and again, Dom. He is crazy about not liking Liv Morgan and telling us not, or is he? People like, okay, he is faking it that he does like her or whatever, or he is in with her and something. You could recently started to believe, and then Rhea Ripley comes back, and that shit reaction, the holy shit pop, like the place exploded, people's fucking minds exploded when she came back. The most uber babyface, you would say, uber babyface straight up. There is no denying that. Yeah, that uber babyface reaction for Rhea Ripley, God, it was so good. And then just thought that. Then again, now now Dominic's saying Liv that I don't need you, I never needed you, blah, blah, blah. And, saying the worst kind of messed up shit to her. It really twisted our minds. And people knew that in the back of their head, oh, could be a ruse. But no, how was that a ruse? Dominic really meant those things. And the commentators, they did the best with telling us wrestling fans that. Our critics, like, oh, shit. Maybe critics is a different analogy here. But, oh, shit, this happened. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Is this fixable? No, I don't think so. So, we have to corrupt it more. We have to, Dominic go rogue. Again, a heel who goes a heel again, who becomes a mega heel. Because how uber popular babyface Rhea Ripley is. It was kind of weird. It was these weird reactions. Rhea Ripley gets a pop, but when she's in Dominic, she's getting booed. Or they try not to boo her when it looks like they're booing, so they don't boo her. So now Dominic's by herself. They fucking hate Liv Morgan. They, chant the most obnoxious stuff at her. Sloppy seconds, alright? We're gonna not talk about that, but it's all planned out. So people think, again, twisted in our minds. We're thinking Dominic is helping Rhea Ripley when he tries to cheer from her. And first of all, Rhea Ripley she just got her. Liv Morgan attacked her arms. She was dominating Liv, beating the crap out of her. And to just hit the announce table and it popped back in. That shit was fucking badass. Indeed. So Rhea Ripley is this vengeful girl, and she's about to just blow her brains out with that chair. That chair is, she's gonna whip that. She's gonna hit her like in like a whip on her head, and she's able to bust her open badly. And like with Dominic stops her. And as we think of that time, oh no, he just did it because because again the commentators are also now getting into this, and they're twisting of people who think it's a ruse, but no, now they're saying Dominic helped to Rhea Ripley. I can't believe this. Dominic, she was able to lose the championship. Okay, so that what happens, and then you see Dominic shouting. I think she hits her with an oblivion. She kicks out, but then Dominic is shouting, "Live, live, live!" You hear him say "live," or like, "No way, no." Oh, and then you see when she gets the dub, when she plants her with the oblivion on the fucking chair, you're like, holy shit, she actually did it. Oh my god. And again, the fucking pop. And then into booze. Well, what's a bum tells you who can. Then Dominic picks her up and then he kisses her. He was all in with her all the time. Maybe he wasn't at first when he got in before. But he makes out with Liv. Rhea Ripley is crushed. She's about to have a mental breakdown. The look of Rhea Ripley told the entire fucking story what we were leading up to this point. That pain, that pain of Dominic cheating on her with Liv Morgan. Those tears and that pain in her eyes. Oh, so fucking good. Lord, that shit went hard. Dominic Mysterio, mega rogue heel again. I think he needed this. He needed to do that because, yeah, he was a heel, but he wasn't doing anything really good. With Rhea Ripley, he did because he had done this shit. And he had done being the heel. Now he is more of a mega rogue heel. And his lady's also gonna get booed like shit. Because people started cheering Rhea Ripley later on. Dominic Mysterio ain't gonna get cheered. He's gonna get, booed. And with Liv Morgan, she's also gonna get booed. So the valet, or same, and Star, both are gonna get booed. And that works well. Because it's like, okay, you're booing the one person you like, the person you don't. I understand that. That's the way to say with Don Callis and Will Ospreay over there in AEW, but God, man, Will Ospreay, dude, that's something else. Why I'm talking about Will Ospreay, forget it. This shit was great. The way she said, "Live, live, take," and you had that reaction. You're like, no way, this asshole's gonna screw her, and he does. He screws her. He screws her and screws with Liv, and indeed probably backstage. I don't know. And she literally wanted to kill Dom. It was a drama. You know how much this was all so dramatic, overly dramatic. The drama was up the hinge. It wasn't cheesy at all. It was like you could feel the pain Rhea Ripley's going through. So some free preferred to whatever the shit. Some messed up people, they want to be Dominic, but okay. Triple H said, he doesn't want to be Dominic. Moving on from this match, which was incredible. Love the ending. Chair spot, Oblivion to Rhea Ripley kick out, and then you heard him saying "live," and then he kissed her at the end. This shit was. If I'm gonna rank this right here, freaking 5-star shit. Not at all. Perfect. Wrestling was so good. Story was incredibly good. Pacing was so good. Payoff to this drama, over the top drama, over the top dramatic scene was so good. 5 stars. Anyway, Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. People have a problem with this, and people have a problem with Sami Zayn and calling him Sammy Hogan, which I also did have a problem with. I discussed it on the Wrestling Series podcast. I would say the last one from that, but of the 10 series, but, you know, summer's ending now. We're back with season and stuff. We're to discuss more stuff here about this shit. Alright, Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. At SummerSlam, you know, the story they told that Braun Breaker took him lightly. But this time, he did not. He showed absolutely no mercy. He was violent. He was dangerous. He was focused on the Intercontinental Championship and on Sami Zayn. It was a 4-minute, 5-minute kind of match situation. And Braun Breaker won. And this reign, because I get the Sami Zayn reign cannot last that long. I get it. It can maybe if you don't have Braun Breaker in that reign. The reign was really good. For nearly 5 months, you could say. For a quarter of the year, he held that championship, Sami Zayn. But Braun Breaker, I think he needs to hold that championship to next year, maybe. Do it as he could be a face of the WWE. It is a big chance he turns into one. It's a big chance he can be as popular if he overturns Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Currently, the face of WWE is Cody Rhodes. The company's face, the fans' face is Roman Reigns because how over he is. We'll talk about that later on, but you know, that's gonna. Again, the shit was so good. LA Knight versus Logan Paul. Okay, I found the match fun. But it was kind of like, okay, Logan Paul needs to kind of change up his style. He did one thing that didn't impress me. It was a good match. I would say maybe great, but I really did not. It was on my favorite cup of tea or coffee. It was a fun match. The springboard dive he did outside Logan Paul was fun. And again, LA Knight won finally. LA Knight won after promos and promos. LA Knight won the freaking US Championship. This felt fucking good. God, this felt good. Can't even talk about this shit, man. This was so good. He won the championship. Logan Paul looked great. You know, had MGK and Jelly Roll out there. You know, that shit was popping. MGK being Logan Paul's douchebag. You know, working for him in that scenario, helping him out. Yeah, and yeah, you know, that shit was great. It was great, not some over-the-top stuff, but again, I think the best part of it is the springboard that he did outside. He did a fucking video game. You ask Undertaker, he'll tell you, man, that was a video game shit thing. Bro, flipped him. He's nuts. Moving on. Logan Paul is not the only one, you know, like, we did that shit. We're gonna get into other people who do other shit to other people. I'm sorry about that, but it is in a way. So let's just get into it. Match was good enough. We're gonna talk about Bailey versus Nia Jax with other people doing shit to other people, and she actually messed Bailey up. And I am probably the minority, but I did like the story a bit. I found it good enough. I was not saying this is the best thing in the world or something. Like Liv Morgan and Liv Morgan and, you know, Rhea Ripley. Nothing like that. Nothing like Becky Lynch or, you know, Rhea Ripley. I didn't say something like that. It was some good stuff. It was, because I was getting tired of Bailey's reign. And I can't stand her fucking music. It's a piece of dog shit. You can't tell me that nobody has ever muted that song. Or muted the volume whenever she's making that entrance, because I feel bad for the people who pay their fucking hard money, whatever, to go to the fucking arenas and you gotta listen to this dog shit of a music on SmackDown all the time. Now, Cody's music does save the day. Now, Roman's as well, but probably, big chance would. But, how this shit was. Anyways, we're gonna head into the story. The story is Nia Jax and Bayley, they go way back. They go back to NXT Performance Center times. They go back to NXT takeovers. They go back to Raw in 2017. Like, they have a long history, and like there was some animosity with that, and it worked. And she called her reckless, and she showed how reckless she was. But in terms of outside kayfabe, in terms of telling us and starting the story and being reckless, she was reckless as being a big, deadly character, and being this vengeful girl who's gonna kick everybody's fucking head off. Just gonna beat the shit out of you. It's gonna leave nothing off you. And that's what she did. She destroyed Bayley. Bayley put a great fight. Bayley really carried into the match too. This gotta be, every time say, the one with Rhea Ripley, it was taught, oh, this is Nia Jax's best match ever. Okay. The one with Bayley. Okay, now this is her best match ever because this shit was so good. Like, I enjoyed it. Sorry to say, I think I enjoyed it more than Logan Paul versus LA Knight, maybe. It might be a minority situation here, but I love that match. Nia Jax has so much talent in the ring. And if you finally get to see it, because it was like, okay, when the cuts were made, people were like, good that she's fired. People were really upset that other wrestlers got fired, but when she got fired, people were like, good, want to get her fired, because people hated her. Because they hated how she wrestled. She felt like she never improved. She would do the same shit for nearly, I don't know, she had not changed her wrestling stuff for like 8 years at this point. Kind of first stint with the company was. God, this shit was good. Tiffany Stratton coming in between, swerving us, trying to tell them that this is going to cash in. But then she says, oh, I was here to help you. And then, I thought she was just killing to help her. And the Nia Jax wins. And Bayley did not, go down easily. She put up a fucking fight. But Nia Jax until wins. And I'm just so excited for her reign. And it's going to be fucking good, probably. It's going to come in great. At this point, I don't know what to say. We're gonna get into a lot of matches here we talked about. And again, Jelly Roll opening up the show. It was fun stuff. People do this so many times. This clam, I'll tell you more about it. Some good stuff out there, man. It was some fun stuff there. Anyways, we're gonna get into now CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus special guest referee Seth Rollins. Again, discussed on the Wrestling is Theaters podcast. Fantastic shit. Oh my god. Lead up. Everything from last year being Seth Rollins being involved in this. From November of Survivor Series to December with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. The Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Seth in March of 2024. 25th March, the greatest Raw of all time in general, as people say. The greatest Raw, the road to WrestleMania, greatest road to WrestleMania Raw of all time. There's no doubt about that. You can't deny that was the best Raw, WrestleMania or something, yeah. But there's some damn issues here with Seth and Punk, and he says he's the fucking law. Says kind of a cowboy shit he's doing here with him at Adam Page, but ask him to get along with screw or Punk, but no. Anyway, so CM Punk has been an enemy for Seth, and he's been an enemy for Drew McIntyre, and especially Drew McIntyre is an enemy for him. It's a different scenario. November and then December when they finally, whatever, they do their fucking face-off finally, when he signs with Raw. And then Drew McIntyre stuff, and people knew right away, oh my god, and if we're not going to get Seth, we kind of jinxed it. We were like, if we're not getting Seth versus Drew McIntyre, I'm good with Punk versus, Drew. And people were good with it. It was not like, okay, people aren't good with this shit. People were really good with that match. And there's none more to tell you, but okay. This match was fantastic. Story told, I embraced it straight up. Right up. Drew McIntyre, again, the story behind cost the title, CM Punk, cost him the championship, Glasgow, other places, a lot of other situations, made him lose the Money in the Bank, kind of really made Money in the Bank a little worthless. Again, we didn't have a de facto holder to good enough. People thought really thought it's gonna be Jay, so it ain't. Yeah, so, and then being a set being involved in this, especially as referees. The referees don't want to be in part of this. I would say kind of good, took it back to Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, but also kind of took it back to Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and Bret Hart. And what they did as a callback in the match. So the match starts, they're beating the crap, but Seth don't care. Seth has his ref cam on. He is enjoying himself. He got the trip decided. He's doing fan stuff. Like, he's enjoying himself. He's in good time. He's starting to beat the crap out of each other. The bracelet situation comes in, and Drew McIntyre would take out CM Punk with the chair. Seth picks it up. He gets in his face. And then we finally, Seth is almost going to hit Punk. That's where he tried to swing a chair at Drew McIntyre. But he almost hit Punk. That Bret Hart screw job scenario. That Bret Hart got out of the way. Shawn hit Taker. And oh fucks. What the hell just happened? And that shit was a good callback. Good callback. Some good callbacks here. And then eventually, the bracelet gets out of Drew's hand. He picks it up. Then it's on the mat. And then Seth puts it on. And then Punk, when he's about to do something to Drew, he notices. And again, the torment that he's been going through with Drew, the bracelet and stuff. He tells Seth to give that fucking bracelet back. And Seth is like, no, I'm not going to do it. He says, we don't want you here. He really gets it on Punk's face. Punk GTS his ass over. And then Drew, I think, low blows him. And then Drew McIntyre wins, which is the de facto choice, really. You could have had Punk win, but all of this for McIntyre to lose again. He had to win. He had to make the Duke go feel good. You gotta win. He has to, otherwise he might as just quit WWE completely. He should not even be part of the wrestling company. You should go to fucking AEW then. If you think in terms of character and storytelling, you should leave the competition to AEW and go to AEW. But he won, and that's a good thing, and that's how we're gonna move on from that. And now we're gonna talk about Damien Priest versus Gunther for the heavyweight championship. My lord, this match, people. Oh well, this match. God, this match was so good. People thought it's gonna be hard hitting, but when they do the story they told in this match leading up to it, good, great, fantastic story. The street shit made it personal, made it violent, made it vicious. The brawl was so good. It was a very well-turned story, and God, the previous match also gets a 5-star. Like, I would say 6 stars. 5.5 maybe. Anyways, or 6. This one was also great. God, banger. They beat the pulp out of your chop, kicks. Kick, like, kicks to the head, chops, kicks to the head, like, a fucking mental blood being used, Gunther's chest fucking bleeding, like, this shit was good. And then, oh god, now a call back here, when we started off with the Liv Morgan was Ripley, Dominic won, and how he screwed her, Damien Priest goes to Finn Balor. And he says, like, where's this punk? I'm gonna kill him for doing this. I'm gonna kill him. And we just don't talk about that. We talk about, okay, he's gonna kill us. All right. Now, after this brutal battle, Finn Balor comes out. Gunther takes out Finn Balor, and the priest is about to beat him. Finn Balor he stabs him in the back, and the decline of Judgment Day was as Michael Fold said, right there. And he sees a replay, he wants to kill him, and then that costs him. The story was so well done. This is the only reason that could cost him, because, like, I get it, that would ruin Damien Priest. Losing to Gunther, and now being this good, and now the reason he lost, and now he's this vengeful babyface who's gonna he's a cool street thug who was getting cheered, and people understand his values and situations he is in. He has that background in it. He's badass. He's fucking. I can relate with him, so that makes him cool, and people cheer that guy. So Drew McIntyre, Damien Priest is now getting up for Finn Balor for sure. Moving on from that to the main event, Cody versus Asuka. You know why this is the main event. Let's just get into it. Bloodline rules. They have their hell high matches, whatever. They beat the shit out of each other. And then there comes the Bloodline. Solo's Bloodline takes out Cody, Tanga Loa, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu. Both beat the shit out of Cody. He takes him out, twists his knee, and then, oh god, Cody versus Solo. It had some stuff into it. It was also a fun match, but we were just waiting, and when it finally hit the shackles, Vengeance, the pay-per-view himself. We can call him Vengeance, and not as a call him Vengeance instead of Roman Reigns. The dude came back with that aura, with that wolf look that I walk alone. He's like a six-packed wolf animal Batista mixed to it, I don't know, a lone wolf like Baron Corbin, maybe you could say. But not really, but he had that badass Roman wolf like I am the fucking wolf. Like Jacob Fatu is no fucking wolf. I'm the wolf. And the dude straight up beat the shit out of Solo Sikoa. People think he's gonna attack Cody. No, he doesn't. Because now it's not about Cody. And he helps Cody retain something we never thought he's gonna do. In terms of storytelling, it had to happen. And God, SmackDown, I'm telling you, Raw is the best wrestling show. But now Raw has finally some competition, because you know what, fucking AEW is in the dirt most of the times. And they're doing some good stuff, but they're not even close to what WWE is. We needed a competition from in WWE for Raw. I call NXT, we don't, as a competition for them, I will not say. But God, Roman's gonna make SmackDown great. Roman Reigns is SmackDown. He bleeds blue. Forever. Then now forever we say he bleeds blue. The fucking wolf, dude. The wolf, Roman Reigns. That should be like that. Wolf. Vengeance literally takes out everybody. I'm calling him different stuff because it's a fucking insane situation that we were in. And what the fuck just happened? He took out every single body. He took out everybody. Sorry, he took out Solo. He was fucking wolf on his cat. I'm sorry for swearing too much, but got me riled up. And this show, SummerSlam, might be the greatest SummerSlam of all time.